Isn't it really the jaw-dropping fact that a world-class performer Michael Jackson was determined to live a 150 years life, highest royalty receiver in the world, was just dead at 50 and having a $400 million to $500 million in debt?
That he was penniless, shocked. Michael came to me trembling.
Michael went bankrupt in his life, and his family after his death earned $825 million in almost 10 years. How come he earned it after his death? Doesn't it raise a question regarding money itself, its value, and the management of money? Isn't it really important to be a master at money management before earning it? Without having the ability to manage it, you might lose it at any point. This shows money is unpredictable. What is money? Money is a medium of exchange that is widely accepted in transactions for goods and services. It can make forms such as physical cash, digital currencies, or even assets like stocks and bonds. The role of money goes beyond just making purchases. It also serves as a store of value and a unit of account to measure the worth of goods and services. The classic example of what the value of money is can be summed up in one simple question. Suppose you were on your way to some destination from the hassle of a busy urban life. In the midst of your journey through a desert, your water bottles run dry, and there seems no hope of getting it as there are no human settlements around. But the lucky thing is, you have gold with you, and hopefully you can trade it to buy water. But will it be a wise deal to barter gold for water? In this hypothetical scenario, gold is worth less than water because at stake it is something costlier than gold: the life of the traveler. And that is exactly what makes money not just valuable, but also a medium of meeting our needs on a day-to-day basis. According to classical economics, money is neutral. An increase in money supply would lead to an overall increase in the prices of commodities. Since aggregate demand is the same as aggregate supply, an increase in cash flow is to push the prices for certain. This theory tries to put a spotlight on a simple thing about the nature of money, which is nothing but a restatement of the fact that money can only be valued against the needs it is able to meet. Otherwise, it is just a printed paper with no market worth. But what is money tied to, and what are its different market modes at different points in time? Well, what decided whether money is worth otherwise was largely decided by gold and silver in stock of the government previously.
When the president does it, that means that it is not illegal.
But around the 1970s, the USA delinked money from gold reserves, and thus began the solo fight of money, after which it was linked to the quantity of goods produced and ready to be traded in the market. Since then, money basically spins around two major modes: inflation and deflation. Both will be discussed in a separate video, as right now we stand focused on other facets of money. For this, we take Fisher's theory of quantity of money. This American economist postulated that the total supply of money and its velocity determines how much money is going to be used in actual business transactions. In simple terms, he said that the total amount of money in circulation had a direct impact on the price adjustment mechanism of money. If the quantity of money is increased, the prices of commodities would check up. Zimbabwe is a basket case in this regard, with an inflation rate of around almost 1300%. In order to avoid the death spiral of an economic slump, the government in Zimbabwe tried to contain it by increasing the supply of money, which, in the line with Fisher's theory, was always going to shoot the prices up. Today, the fatal blunder has devalued Zimbabwean currency so much that 100 trillion Zimbabwean dollars will only yield 40 US cents in exchange. This in a way alludes to the fact that increasing zeros doesn't always burden the value of money, and nor would it change the basic assumptions underlying the management of money. More perturbing than money is the definition of money itself at the micro level. After all, why is it that there are only a few billionaires and millions of poor people for whom eking out 2 square meals a day is a big problem? A simple answer would be the value theory of money. Money is money because it is valued by people as a medium of exchange and acceptance at the reciprocal level. Even more interesting is another aspect. What is being bought with money should always have value. Think of buying the pyramids of Egypt. It would be a total dump unless people show interest and inclination to visit those pyramids as a lane of curiosity that takes them down the road of past. Thus, the value of money is intervened with the value of what is being offered in terms of exchange for it. Anything that has value is either money or can generate money. A simple example would be the value people place on something. Someday, if people started exchanging football in place of money, and if it gets general acceptance and value, footballs would replace a $20 bill note. The barter system is a perfect example of this, and in our times, not in the very distant past, is the special instance of Romania. Canned cigarettes were used as a money under the rule of Romanian Communist Party. This shows why people having a certain talent which is valuable earns them money, and their talent is held as more valuable than money itself. Thousands of celebrities have filed for bankruptcy in our times, despite wallowing in money at some point in their lives. At the micro level, these celebrities had committed one of the two financial faux pas. One, they went on a spending spree that stretched far beyond their net income. Two, they assumed that their skill would always enjoy what is called the stock value in monetary terms. For instance, Mike Tyson earned big riches but had to file for bankruptcy in 2003 when he exceeded the debt of around $23 million, though he gradually recovered. Yet, the misconception that money will always flow in at the drop of a hat pushed him to the doorsteps of a grinding poverty and an ignoble media limelight. That is perhaps the story of money. It stays with us as long as we wish to stay with it, but the moment it is squandered, it leaves us to teach us some better lessons. The biggest of them being, don't put it in places where it is not valued, such as gambling, and don't feel reluctant investing it where it is required the most.